Hey YouTube. Well, it's Thursday morning. The last Thursday, I believe, in May. And it stopped raining yesterday, I guess around 5 or maybe 6 o'clock. But it's supposed to rain today, and we're getting some drops now. You can see them on the tree trunk there. I wanted to clean up here this morning. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. But what I wanted to say is, yesterday I had made a video about this. My hands were so dirty because of the water, the red oak juice, and nothing. There's no other tree that I know of that does this to my hands. So the red oak, when it gets on your hands, it turns them like I call it purple. It looks like ink. And last night, after I made the video, we were sitting. Sally and I sit in a little area that's just for the two of us to sit and eat, and we usually watch the videos or watch the news or something. So anyway, last night we were watching a video, and in the video I said I don't know how to get that stuff off. I've tried everything. And the one thing I didn't try was I didn't ask her what she thinks. So anyhow, last night, then, you can see how black that stuff is. It's like a purplish color. But anyway, last night, I was sitting editing the video, and she comes in with a bowl of lemon juice, and she says to me, "Here, use this. That'll get that off." And I thought she might have been a little crazy. I know, you know, lemon finger bowls for washing your fingers when you eat, but I didn't know that it would take that off. So sure enough, lemon juice took it off. And then I also got a really good comment from Dusty Splinters then this morning when I woke up, telling about lemon juice also taking that off. And he has a good explanation there that you might want to read it. It's in the video. It's 244 red oak, board foot of red oak. It's in there. I pinned it at the top of the video so anybody could see it when they watch the video. But it's truth, and it's good advice, and it works really well. So anyway, now it's starting to rain a little bit harder. Oh man, I am not going to get wet today. Look at that nice looking wood in there. Oh boy. And my wife told me it was supposed to call for rain all next week. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. If it's nice tomorrow, I'll make sure I get a good night's sleep so I can do a bunch of work tomorrow. I guess I'm gonna have to go work in the garage. I got some things I need to make. So yeah, you can see the drops hitting. Well guys, I had run up to my potato boxes that I planted, that I built, and I planted the potatoes up there. I got soaking wet, but at least the potatoes are planted. I was trying to wait for the ground to dry up a little bit because it's like mud, but I couldn't wait any longer. So at least they're planted. So, and I put straw on top of them, so we should be okay with that. Hey guys, so it was nothing but a rainy day all day today. This is the original dog adapter that came with the Wood Miser. This is the one that we made, and this gets bolted onto the Acme screw so that you don't have to be chasing it all over the place. So I'm in the process of making a couple of these. I have some ordered. So that's what I'm doing on this rainy day. Not a whole lot else I can do. I really don't want to do anything outside and get wet. And the temperature's pretty cool. It was down in the 50s, early 50s or low 50s this morning when I woke up. So anyway, that's what today's about. Not a whole lot going on. Hope you guys are having a good one. Okay guys, so it's Friday morning, the 31st of May. And it's actually, I think it's after lunch. Yeah, it's after lunch. because I already cut my grass this morning and stuff. It's pretty nice out, so I'm going to work on chopping this wood and moving it out of the way. Man, oh man, that rain was really something, and it rained yesterday again. Just a crappy week. And it's supposed to rain I think it's supposed to rain Saturday and Sunday, but it's supposed to be nice on Monday again, so I'm going to just take the time to get this cleaned up today. Well, that's the wood. I gotta clean up the bark and crap that's down here. Get that cleaned up yet. These boards here are from that old maple tree. They are so twisted and you can't even split them. When you cut them, you can't even split them. The grain is so goofed up on it. It just turns into little triangular chunks. So I think I'm going to take them over to my neighbor for kindling, and he's going to have somebody with a log splitter come and play games over there for a while with them to split some wood. They can split that as well, because man, that stuff is murder. You just don't want to split no matter how you cut it. So I'll finish cleaning this up, and I'm going to try and clean around the sawmill. You can see there where the rake and the axes, there's some bark and stuff underneath it. I want to try and get all that cleaned up. If you leave big stuff like that lay, it makes it hard to blow the sawdust out from underneath it. When you're using regular logs that the bark doesn't fall off of, you know, they're not dead, you can take the flitch off and you're not losing really anything but some little bit of dirt and some dust, which I can blow out from underneath the sawmill with the leaf blower. So those big chunks of stuff you see there is bark, and that's not going to blow too easy, so I'm going to have to push that out of there, and then I'll let it dry up, and then I'll blow the dust out. And then let's see, today's Friday, maybe tomorrow if it's not raining. I'd like to start cutting pine now. Yeah, those maple boards are 18 inches or 20 inches wide. Just, I don't even know where to begin with them. They're so bad. Okay, well there's cleaned up. I want to move the rack back over to where I usually keep it. And then I just want to show you how bad that stuff gets and why you want to clean yourself up. Because if you leave the dust get on the sawmill, it's more than just dust. It turns into like a hard lumps. A lot of guys don't like this way I load and unload stuff. I think it's perfect. Works great for me. I can move it around. I can change the way I work if I want to. Makes it easier to cut. Somebody had mentioned about putting the boards on there, and I did. It made it a lot easier for me to cut firewood while it's on the rack. The only thing you got to watch out for is that rack is made out of scaffold tubing, so you have to be careful you don't hit it with the chainsaw. So other than that, and the bolts that are in the boards too, other than that, it's not too bad. So yeah, here's what I wanted to show you. You see, like, let me take the camera off here. You see, like, the sawdust is like pretty high on there, and when it's wet like that, it gets like lumpy. Then the worse it gets, you know, it gets more like this. That back there is more like chainsaw dust, but this is the actual sawdust, so it gets pretty bad. I don't like letting it get like this, but when it rains, you know, while you're in the middle of sawing or whatever, and you can't clean up right, that can be a hassle. So the shovel usually doesn't fit under there. What I use is the ice chopper or scraper, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to do that, get that cleaned off, and then I'll be ready to cut on Saturday or Monday, whichever sunny days. Yeah, see, you get the pieces of bark down in there off the tree, and then the sawdust loads up on it, and it won't move when you with the leaf blower. So then it makes it twice as hard to clean, and now I got to use a scraper to clean up, which I don't, you know, didn't want to have to do, but I have to anyway. Unless you bend over all the way, can't really push that all the way through. I could probably make some kind of a scraper to push it through, but you can also, once you get that side, then you can pull it through this way, get the dirt out of here. I would imagine that if you put the wood miser right down on the ground, that you have to clean up a lot more than I would have to. I mean, I could get probably a foot of dust underneath there before I'd have to clean up. I wouldn't want to do it that way, but I'm just saying, if you're doing some kind of cutting and you had to get it done and you didn't have time to clean up, might be a lot easier to do it this way with the mill up off the ground. Than it would be if the mill was down on its own legs, because it can only go, I don't know, probably 8 or 10 inches above the ground, if that, if you don't have anything, you know, underneath it to support it. I just want to show you how easy that, I mean, it's not as easy as sitting in a rocking chair, but I'm just going to show you how this works here. It's not too bad. And this concrete does not have any cracks in it. This will be the second. This is actually 2 years. In fact, my 2-year review is due. I'm going to be doing a 2-year review on the wood miser. this week sometime, or this weekend. I don't think I bought this at Harbor Freight. I believe I bought this thing. It was 20 bucks at Surplus City. That's where I got this. If this wasn't wet, even with that much sawdust, if it wasn't wet, I could easily blow that out of there with the leaf blower, and then I just blow it over here. And what I'm going to be doing after I'm done cleaning up around the mill, I'm going to bring my tractor with the blade on it and spread that out a little bit, that stuff. I'm using it for fill. It seems to work pretty good. Yeah, so you can see there how I'm pulling that out of there, and then I can just shovel that up. Okay, now we're starting to look like something here. I'm gonna have to put the planer away too.